Hey, g'day. Welcome to the Perth Gem Mineral Show for 2025. This was our first year selling here, and successful it was too. This is some tiger iron. As you walk in to the entry, this is what you see. This is some veracite. This is something else. Now this was my display. This was on the second day, so a lot of the rose quartz had already gone. We had buckets we could restock, but not enough of rose quartz. So yes, all these are mostly collected throughout Western Australia and then cut and polished by myself. They're all cut and polished by myself, just they're not all collected within Western Australia. Like there's moss agate there from India. There are some agates above there from Queensland. There's also some rhodonite from New South Wales. And we were selling these gift bags, little lucky dip show bags for junior rock hounds. So you can see what was in them there. Each of them had a mystery polished West Australian rock. So they sold very well. It was a really successful weekend. It went from Friday until Sunday, 3 days, and really the tables were very cheap, if I could use that word. Great value for money. We had a few stickers giveaway. We're also doing pendants. They were $15, including a strap and a bag. So I was also selling some rough rocks, including this stuff here, and I'll pause the video for a second. Beetlestone had everyone very interested. No one had seen it before or even heard of it. And in fact, I had someone from the CSIRO come past and grabbed a couple of samples. Him and a few colleagues came and had a look, and they were baffled as well. So they've taken some samples. They're going to do some analytics on it to see exactly what it is, and then they'll let me know. And I even may get naming rights if it's something that hasn't been discovered before. So anyway, on with the video. Alright, so as well as beetlestone, there was some dendritic opalite or common opal, some kilo jasper from a recent trip George and I went on, some mookaite, ethically collected mookaite, and some merlinite, which is basically the same as dendritic opalite, except it has those translucent dark sections in it. Polishes very well. Now lepidolite, this was a huge seller. I was lucky I took a few buckets of the stuff. Sold really well. Peanut wood, yeah, sold averagely. Now these were some beautiful big chunks of lepidolite, as well as some other bits they sold as well. And some tiger iron, and more bags for the kids. So I had a bit of a wander around. How's this? I think that's chrysocolla, mainly. There's azurite there, maybe some malachite. Look at that, isn't it magnificent? Beautiful. He was going to make a sphere out of it, but decided, no, we'll keep it just like that. Bloody beautiful. So as I'm wandering around, I see things like this. How's the work that's gone into that? And all these. They're sort of like, I guess, emeralds and beryls and, I don't know, garnets maybe. As well as this one here, made up of precious opal. So this was someone else's stand. Lots of beautiful rocks, rose quartz and a chunk of polished amethyst there. Some more amethyst. Maybe some smoky quartz in those druzy pockets. Some fluorite, rainbow fluorite I think that is. What is that? Maybe some blue lace agate. Oh, and malachite. It seems everyone had malachite this year. There was a lot of malachite around, which is good because I love malachite. Who doesn't like malachite? Look at these big chunks. What's that? Maybe some kyanite, or no, maybe blue lace agate. Bit of rose quartz. Oh, and some labradorite. Beautiful colours in that. I don't know if that's malachite. Yeah, it looks like malachite. Some geodes. Just heaps of rocks everywhere. It was pretty overwhelming. And this was back at my display. We had moments where there was 10 people all wanting prices on rocks. It went crazy. This was someone else's display. I think these were Glen Archer's rocks. Someone there selling it on his behalf. Looking at those Marimamba tiger iron in slabs, I'd say probably. Oh, now these, aren't these beautiful? These are called azurite suns. So it's azurite on siltstone. That's those blue ones there. You'll see some more in a minute. Quite expensive, but wow, don't they look fantastic? It's azurite suns on siltstone. Oh, I shudder to think what that big one would cost. But some of these smaller ones are, you know, $100, $150. Some more beautiful crystals in there. Don't know about that one there. Some more azurite suns. More lots of beautiful crystals. I end up buying some, you'll see them at the end. Back to our display, back to our stand. People going through rocks again. And what would happen is people, I'd say to people, look, they're basically between $3 to $4 to $5 each. So that lady there had a few $4 rocks. Pick them out. And now off to other people's displays. I think that's rhodochrosite, the pink stuff. And of course more malachite. And then lots of little cabochons and raw crystals. And more malachite. That's what I mean, there was a lot of malachite for some reason this year. A glut of malachite. There's some more again. And some beautiful crystals. Now this is one of the club members watering his rocks. Himself. This is what he was selling. There was a lot of people from the same rock club as myself selling here, as well as a lot more buying as well. There's some bargain rocks for sale. And so what did I get? What did I buy? Well, I got this one here firstly. This is grape agate. It's usually more purple, but I'm a bit of a cheapskate, so I went for the greenish ones. You get green grapes as well, don't you? So yeah, grape agate. As well as that, I got this. Now this was just labelled as chalcedony. To me, it should have a more descriptive label. But what that is, I don't actually know. Still nice. Now this here, isn't this magnificent? This is something called aragonite. Aragonite. And it's botryoidal because it's in the rounded sort of druzy formation. It's called a botryoidal aragonite. Well, botryoidal aragonite crystals. Beautiful. This here, a piece of malachite. There was so much around, it was actually quite cheap. What to do with it though? I might just keep it as a display. I do have a few pieces I can display already. I might cut it and look for those patterns on the inside. Maybe. This here, very interesting. So this is stalactites made of malachite. So malachite stalactites. Looks like a little monkey's foot, doesn't it? That's a display piece. I'm not doing anything with that. Just putting on display. This one here, I'm not sure. It sort of has the colouring of grape agate, but I don't know. I really love the rock. It spoke to me. It said, buy me, take me home, which I did. So I'm doing a display over Christmas. I'm updating my display case. And so there's Lormac, beautiful pieces in there. Isn't that nice? Have a close look at this druzy pocket. Magnificent. As well as that, an unknown rock, I've got this one here. It may be garnets, I'm not sure. I don't know if garnets fall like that on the surface as a druzy sort of section. Either way, it's nice, the way it reflects. Oh, now there was also, one of the club members had a bay right next to us. He was selling all rough rocks, including chrysoprase. So before the doors opened on the first Friday, I went over there and I snapped up a whole lot of pieces of chrysoprase, which is what these are. Quite a few pieces. That will become one of my tumbles in the future. It's getting very hard to find now, chrysoprase. So yeah, very happy to find so many nice pieces. Now there was a lot of people pop by, fans of my YouTube channel and just friends in general, including Bernie, all the way from Bunbury, and he gave me this rock. We're not too sure what it is. We think it might be chrysoprase on the surface, but really very weathered to the point that it's all cracked like that, and I think that looks fantastic. Thanks, Bernie. So that's it. Now, as Kay and Bob ride up into the sunset, we say goodbye to the Perth Gem Mineral Show for 2025. And I'll be back here again next year. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did and you haven't already subscribed, how about clicking that subscribe button? I would appreciate it. Till next time, see ya.